Yeah, these dudes are lazy, man. So you telling me that these dudes are willing to spend, let's say on a low end, 500 to 1,000 or more, depending on what part of the country you're coming from, to go to the Philippines, DR, Colombia, wherever. You know what I'm saying? All these foreign places to find love, to find women to marry because they're tired of dealing with women here in the USA. That's what you're telling me. That has to be the most laziest crap ever. On top of the fact that they're traveling overseas to pay a lazy woman who doesn't want to work for pleasure or to be their wife. And just please understand, most of these women, when they go to these foreign countries and they go to these poor areas, most of these women don't have a backbone. Most of these women are taking care of their whole family, and they want you to take care of them and their family, their parents, grandparents. They want you to take that role over. But let's talk about it, man. So besides the flight, and depending on whether you want a straight shot there or you don't mind stopping, and then when you get there, you're probably not going to want to live in the most poorest, but you're probably not going to want a hotel in the most poorest area. I would suggest you get a hotel in the embassy, babe, to each his own wherever you get a hotel, but you're going to pay for your hotel, and then you got to pay for the nightlife. Now, obviously, the conversion of money is different, so the American dollar holds more value there, but you're still going to pay for the nightlife, you're still going to pay for food. So you're already upwards of $2,000, if not more. And this is not even including paying for play yet. When you could give a woman here $800, a woman you consider bad, $800, $900, maybe a rack, and you could sleep with her in the comfort of your own country. Just laziness, man, laziness. And you know why dudes are doing this? Because they feel like they can go over there and be accepted as they are and be seen as royalty, because women know that you're American and they know what the American dollar means to them in these foreign countries. Let's be real. Most of these dudes who are going overseas and doing this, they're not the best looking dudes. They have not been told they're cute, they're handsome by women most of their lives. They don't have success with dating. They can't get the best looking women they want. Women that are pretty much out of their league here in the USA, they feel like they can easily get the way they look in these foreign countries. They don't want to work on their physique. They don't want to fix their teeth. They don't want to have proper hair that fits their hairline. They don't want to work on their conversation skills. They don't have the confidence. They're socially awkward. These are the type of dudes that are going overseas trying to find love, not just trying to find pay for play, trying to find love. Now, of course, you have young men who may go as a group or a few friends or go by themselves that are young and actually handsome, who just want to, clap cheeks of a foreign woman. That's different. That's totally different, but it's still considered lazy. I'm sorry, it really is, in my opinion. That's lazy. And I'm speaking from experience. There are plenty of women here. But again, you have a different criteria of men that are going out here doing these type of things. And then these men mess around and they bring these women back, or they marry these women, whatever they do. And then the woman, once she gets a hold of a phone, she gets onto social media, she gets some friends here in the USA, or she smartens up or wisens up, now she takes you for all your money and everything you have. You came to her and she had nothing, you had everything. Now the roles have switched. She done smartened up and wised up. Now she's just like every other modern woman here in the USA. And you thought you were being smart by going overseas and getting her from there. Turns out there's no difference. There's no difference. And now I'm sick and tired of these dudes showing the poor parts of these countries as if there's no wealthy areas. Every place in the world has a poor area and a more wealthy area. That's just how it is. But I'm constantly seeing these videos of these dudes going overseas and they're showing the poor areas. They're showing these women with these BBLs and stuff like that. You have to understand, there are rich men in those countries already who already had those women or don't want those women. So when you come over there and you paying for play and you paying these women more than they're worth, these dudes are laughing at you because they know that the box isn't worth that. Remember, fellas, remember what you were getting somebody already had. You have to understand that. So what's new to you is nothing new to the next man. It's that simple. Let me do this here. But yeah, man. Somebody who lived in Florida. I lived in Florida for, I lived in Fort Myers, which is 3 hours away from Orlando, and pretty much three and a half hours from Miami, I would say. And I experienced Spanish women. See, a lot of dudes, especially melanated dudes, they're obsessed with Spanish women. They love Spanish women. I say go to Florida. You can go to Florida and experience better. Because instead of you going overseas, and you're paying for play, you're providing a nice place to stay, you're providing good food, you can go to a place like Florida, you get a Spanish woman, and she has a jacuzzi. She has a stand-up shower. She has a huge house. Which I'm on the East Coast, so what I would pay on the high end for, they're paying on the low end, on the lower end. Because that's just how it is. For most people, you already know this. But yeah, you want to talk about King's treatment? Man, I would go over to this woman's house. She would have a nice hot meal ready. She would have the jacuzzi with bubbles in it ready. She knew I smoked my weed, so I would eat. She had a little alcoholic beverage for me. I used to drink a lot more when I was younger, but food, alcoholic beverage, I smoked my weed, relax, and then straight to the jacuzzi tub, man. You already know what happens after that. Straight up King's treatment. King's treatment. And this was just not on one occasion. This was on numerous occasions. And I had nowhere near the physique I have now. I was not in the gym. I did not care to work out. I was eating like crap. And again, I'm not the best looking dude at all. My hair was I was actually kind of in a growing stage, like the ugly stage of growing too. So I had like a curly fro, and I don't really look good with hair on my sides, but I kind of a little bit of hair growing on my sides, man. I consider myself, I was looking crazy, like almost homeless. But I still was pulling women. I was pulling women that were giving me King's treatment. And this is in Florida we're talking about. But I had game. I knew how to talk to women. I had charm. I had a nice smile. I used what I could to my advantage to make the best out of this situation, which a lot of men who go overseas, they're too lazy to do. It's crazy how respected these men are. These men are respected by a lot of older men. Like, oh man, he's going overseas. He's got plenty of beautiful women around him. Excuse me. He's the man. That is the thought process of a lot of male viewers that view these type of channels. And it's crazy to me. It really is. Because these dudes are extremely lazy. And as a female, you got to be lazy. Think about how lazy you are as a female, that you don't want to work. That you want to stand outside all day, stand on the corner, waiting for a trick to come pick you up and pay you for sex. Sex is an equal exchange, man. It's an even exchange. Yeah, man, just lazy shit, man. You got lazy men meeting up with lazy women to pay for what is supposed to be an even exchange. And it's just crazy to me, man. So if you're 30 and under, you're watching this video, you're not having much success with women here in the USA, you need to take a look in the mirror, because it's you. Doesn't matter where you go, man. Doesn't matter what part of the country you go here. Doesn't matter where overseas you go. You're gonna have the same problems. Even if you get a woman that smile on your face, kiki, ha ha, and you pay for play, she's not gonna want anything more from you but to use you if she actually decides to marry you. If you are a type of man who is going overseas to try to find a woman to marry, and you end up paying this woman for her time and her pleasure and attention, blah, 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 and you discuss her coming back to the USA with you, she's going to use you. She's going to use you because the way you met her was off of desperation. You have to be extremely desperate to pay for a flight and hotel and food out here and all this stuff all the way across the country just to find love. And if you don't think that these women overseas are smarter than that, you don't think they don't have social media, they don't know, there's something wrong with you. There really is something wrong with you. And it's just that simple, man. So if you're young, you're 30 and under, I consider that still young, and you watch these videos of these dudes going overseas, man, just take it with a grain of salt. If you want to go over there and have fun and have a good time, that's fine. Nothing wrong with going overseas, you know, seeing the sights, respecting the culture, and having a good time. But another thing is, a lot of these dudes over these passport bros, whatever you want to call them, they're not respecting the culture. They're not respecting the culture, man. They're just going over there and showing women. I seen a video, man, that was a pile of trash, a heap of trash, nasty garbage. He walked right by the garbage and he just showing the women with the BBLs just walking by and like, what is that crap, man? What is that crap? That's not respecting the culture. You're not really there to see the sights and embrace the beauty of the culture and embrace the beauty of the buildings, the architectural structures. You're not there for that. You're there to just look at women and show women. And make other dudes think, oh, I need to go overseas. I need to get my passport. That's another expense. Dudes paying to get their passports. But yeah, man. I just had to come up here and talk about that, man, because I've been seeing this for a while, and I want to speak on it. And I don't want, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you come across this video, I don't want you to think that it's all sweet when you go overseas, man. It's not. It's far from sweet overseas. It's the same thing here in the USA, you know? You just don't have the safety because they know you're a foreigner in their country and you're not as safe, you're not as protected as here in USA. So do what you like with the information I gave you, but hit the like button because it helps the algorithm. Comment down below if you have anything you want to say, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.